My name is Melly Mel. I am a coach inside the Creative Coaching Group with Damon Oates. I am going to teach you how to make an everyday generic bow by hand with just using a scissors and a pipe cleaner. Today we're going to use a 4.5 inch, a 2.5 inch, and then two 1.5 inch. Okay, so I like to just mix and match. It's just an everyday generic, normal colors bow. Okay, so today we're going to make a bow with small tails. This would be perfect for a wreath. It would be perfect for a mailbox, for your lantern swags, for wherever you want to put a bow. This is going to be perfect. Okay, we're going to start with an 8-inch tail. Okay, so I'm just going to measure 8 inches and I'm going to pinch. Okay, my first loop is going to be about 6 inches. Okay, 6 inches. I think this might be a little big. 7 inches, we're going to go about 6. This is about 6.5, that's okay. So 8 inches and 6.5, I'm going to pinch. Now this ribbon has a very distinct front and back, okay? A very distinct pretty side and a not so pretty side, okay? So I have an 8-inch tail, a 5.5-inch loop. I want to make my next loop, but I want to see the pretty side still. So I'm going to take these apart, kind of give myself room back here to twist, okay, and make my next loop. Twist, make my next loop. Okay, here we go. Now, I like my tails to stick out a little bit past my loop, okay? I'm just going to measure to make sure that this looks the same. I measure by my eyes, and I'm going to pinch again. Okay, nice and tight. Twist, okay, and then another loop. I'm sorry, a tail. Okay, I'll cut it just a little bit past that loop. Okay, now, I have trouble with my hands. So I'm going to use my pipe cleaner as my holder, right? Use my pipe cleaner as my holder. Squish that nice and tight, pull it nice and tight, and twist. One time, nice and tight, okay? So that's going to be my placeholder. So one 4.5 inch, then I'm going to come in with a 2.5 inch, just a burlap color. My first tail was 8 inches and 6.5. I'm going to go with 7 inches, and then a 6-inch loop. Okay? A real 6 inches this time, not like I was going to. Okay, and then pinch. Now this doesn't have a very distinct front and back, but there is a front and back with the stitching. Okay, so I'm going to kind of keep it uniform. Okay, twist, loop. I'm going to measure that loop by eyeballing, making sure that loop matches this loop. The tail's a little bit longer than the loop. Pinch, twist, and that's my other tail. I'm going to cut that off here. Okay, add this right to the top. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner off, add it to the top. Again, you don't have to use the pipe cleaner in between. I do just because I can't hold them all in my hands at the same time. Add the pipe cleaner back on. This is going to be my placeholder. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with a matching. So I'm with the burlap in white, okay? Burlap in white chevron. I came in with just a burlap that's a little bit darker than this one, okay? Now I'm going to come in with this really pretty natural color in white gingham, okay? And I'm going to come right on top with the next one. So my last layer was about 7 inches. This is going to be about 6 inches. My last loop was about 6 inches. This is going to be about 5.5 inches. Okay, pinch. Now there isn't really a true front and back. They're very similar. I'm just going to keep the same. Pull my ribbons apart, make room, do the twist, loop, see those are not about the same. Pinch, twist, and cut. Because bows this size, this style, but a little smaller, perfect for your Christmas tree. Also, think of all the ways you can use a bow. I'm going to add that right on top again. Nice and tight. And then I'm going to come in for my last 1.5 inch. Okay, that was about 5. We're going to go just about a 4.5. Okay, nice and tight. Loop. I want it to be so small. It's going to be about 4 3/4 ish. Okay, pinch, nice and tight. Twist. So I'm using a black pipe cleaner today, just so that you can see. So it so it didn't blend in. Normally I would use a burlap color pipe cleaner for this ribbon blend. Okay, so I'm going to add that right to the top. I'm going to take that pipe cleaner off one more time. Add it right to the top. Okay, black again. I wouldn't use the black necessarily. It's just for the demonstration. Nice and tight. This is your last one, folks. Nice and tight. Crisscross, pull it, twist a few times. Now, typically I would use a pipe cleaner that is a little longer, and by that I would fuse two together. Just twist them around the center. Use it longer depending on what you're going to use your bow for. And then I also do my dovetailing on the ends before I pull it apart. I mean, I guess that might not be true. I do it all different ways, but let's do it this way right now so that I don't forget. And I'm just going to dovetail the ends. I'm cutting on the fold right to the edge of the ribbon. So it gives it a nice finished look. Okay, do the same thing to the other side. Nice layered bow. I can see it from here. You see all the layers coming down. You can see all the colors. It's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, now I'm going to take them and pull them apart. Holding on. I usually hold on to the center of the wreath, or center of the bow, so that I can really pull those apart. So I'm going to go tail, loop, and then I'm going to go tail over here, loop, okay, and then I'm going to start mixing and matching. Okay, pull them apart. Oops, I guess just a minute. So that not all the tails are on the same side. Okay, so I have the loop over here. I'm going to put the tail over here. Pull it apart. So everybody, not everybody, a lot of people are afraid of that 4.5 inch. Look how big and full that 4.5 inch makes this bow look. So pretty. So pretty. There you go, just like that. And every day, bow that you can put anywhere. Okay? 4.5 inch, 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and 1.5 inch, just like that. This makes about a 13 inch bow, which is perfect. And then again, if you want it smaller, you can start with your first layer would just start smaller. Super, super cute, just like that.